We are on the air here at the Park District of Forest Park for some more men's Major League 16-inch softball playoff action. Our B bracket of our major leagues, the bottom half of the standings, fighting out to see who is our champions of the B bracket. Our A division for the major leagues is on Wednesdays through August. Dan Kaplis on the mound for March Impact. First pitch there to Joe, lifted into center. Tom Lentine Jr. with the catch for out number one. Adam Cumby here from Field 1 in the Napleton's broadcast booth, calling this one for you. Game 1 saw line drive with a timely first win of the season. Elliot Pisarczyk starting things off here. His first at bat here with one out. First pitch from Kaplis was a strike. That one lined over to short. Nice catch from Scott Vickers. So 2 down, and Keenan Connolly stepping in. You can see Connolly wearing a hoodie. Very cool night here in Forest Park. After the 100-plus degrees we had during the tournament. Couldn't be happier with this weather. Illegal pitch there. Chris Miller behind the plate for March Impact. Strike there from Dan. This one hammered into left center. Junior chasing it back. That's going to be a 2-out double for Keenan Connolly. So Pat Martin, the right fielder. Runner on second, 2 outs. Hits this one high into center. Junior over, makes the catch. So a 2-out double erased on the flyout into center field. Nothing doing there in the top of the first for shooters. March Impact coming up. It's going to be Tom Lentine Jr., Zach Solario, and Nick Burt. So much like our regular season broadcasts, we'll be doing the 6:45 and 8 o'clock games here leading through the playoffs. And then once we get to the final, we'll do the final games. It's going to be Scotty Zarnik on the mound for shooters. Elliot Pisarczyk behind the plate. You can hear Elliot and Oscar talking about the Jose Ramirez, Tim Anderson kerfuffle. Oh boy. First pitch there, a ball off the plate. It's going to be Kevin at third for shooters. Keenan at short. Jack in short center. Tom Jr. hits that one right at Pat Martin for the out. Jeremy at second. Jake McTeague over at first. And then in the outfield, Joe in center field, and left is Bobby, and in right is Pat Martin, who just made the catch for the first out. Zach Solario stepping in here. Good strike there. Of course, the usual disclaimer after this pitch. To the right side, just in front of Martin for a single. If you see somebody on Facebook promoting a link to a stream you're already watching, don't follow it, don't click it. This is as good as it gets, for better or for worse. So Kung Karong and Hush Hush over on Facebook. Those are bots. Do not click those links. So Nick Burt here with a runner on first. It's that one high into left. Bobby Under makes the catch, gets it in quickly. Little jump throw off his back foot, but no tag from Zach, so it ain't crazy if it works. Eddie Ramos stepping up now with a runner on first and 2 outs. Nice pitch there from Zarnik. That one just in front of the plate. High fly ball into right. Martin Under makes the catch for out number 3. So both teams strand a runner in the first and send 4 to the plate. We're all tied up at 0 heading to the top of the second. Shooters coming up. It's going to be Jack, Jake, and Scotty. So Doss here with the pearly backwards white hat. Takes a ball just a little deep. High fly ball into left. Right at Solario for out number 1. Big Jake McTeague steps in with a big smile to Oscar, says, I won't yell at you again. Batting glove on the left hand. Slightly heavy taped knob. Bit deep there from Kaplis. Strike there to Jake. Hits that one right back. Not sure where he hit him, but it looked like it might have hurt just a bit. So a seeing snake eye single there from Jake McTeague. Here's Scotty Zarnik with 1 out. He's walking it off right now. Looks like it got him in the stomach, potentially. That was one of those where he kind of shot back a little bit, so wasn't sure where the point of impact was. It just came scuttling off his body very far away. Jake gave it a ride. So runner on first, 1 out, all set to go. Good to see that Dan is okay. That one to the right side. Picked up, slightly bobbled, but he's going to get Scotty over at first, so a nice play there from Mitch. Runner over to second, 4-3 for out number 2. Third baseman Kevin here looking to put the first run on the board. Jake at second base. High pop fly into right center. Tom Lentine Jr. under for the catch for out number 3. So 4 more up that inning. Nothing doing, though. Still tied up at 0. March Impact coming up in the bottom of the second. So Scott Vickers, the shortstop, leading things off here. Bottom 2, 0-0 tie here between Shooters and March Impact. Vickers puts that one down the right field line. Nice catch from Pat Martin. So 1 out here. Dan Keplis, the pitcher, stepping in. Said that hit was all belly with a laugh. Just short there. Kaplis rolls that one over to Connolly, takes a couple steps back, fires across. That's number 2. Nice play there from Keenan Connolly. But if you're a fan of this game, you already knew that. Very smooth over there at shortstop. About as automatic as it gets. So a quick 2 outs. Chris Miller, the catcher, stepping in here. Zarnik checks the batter. Jake talking to his pitcher, letting him know. Stacked heavy, 3 to the right side. All right, there left. Peoria Matt on Twitch. What a gun over there from short. Absolutely. Off his back foot. Caught the plate. Looked like Oscar gestured a little high as well. Miller hits that one up into center field. Joe up with it. There's a 2-out single for March Impact, and here comes Eddie Santana. Courtesy runner, Kaplis over for Miller. Used to seeing Santana with the cap. Letting it breathe today. Lets that one breathe into center field again. Back-to-back singles after 2 outs here for March Impact, and Tom Lentine Sr. stepping up to the plate. Michael James over on Facebook. Christopher Miller just hits. Absolutely. They tried to stack that right side. We're talking a bunch and left him a wide open spot. Was able to hit it, no problem. Nice catch there from Senior. As basic as hit it where they ain't seems. It works in a game like this. A lot of open space in these fields. Ball 4 there to senior. Works a walk. Mitch stepping in. Base is loaded, 2 outs. So a big moment here for March Impact, all tied up at 0 in the bottom of the second. Good strike there from Scotty. Way to answer. John Doss, JD, over on Facebook, junior and senior have the exact stance and swing. I'll have to do a super cut, get both of their at-bats from the same perspective, side by side. Always interesting to see stuff like that. Mitch with a nice hit there, just over Jeremy at second base. Senior around second into third. Out at second. Quick tag there. March Impact saying they didn't tag him. No slide there from Mitch, though. So we're going to see if Eddie scored. We'll get the confirmation on that one. The throw came in from the outfield, Jack, with a quick jumping tag. Everyone's back to Oscar, so he had a bad perspective on that one to begin with. Not sure about the actual call and if the run came in. We're getting some minor arguments right now about what happened there. They're saying he missed him by about 1.5 feet. Again, from our vantage point, kind of difficult to see. So Santana did score, it looks like. No argument from shooters. Nobody really yelling at Mitch to slide. Or sorry, 2-0 March Impact. Nobody really yelling at Mitch to slide on that one, so probably looked a lot closer than it was. Not sure if it was a swipe or not, but either way, Jirger hits that one into left. Solario with the catch. As I was saying before, we were so rudely interrupted by that offense, though, to JD's point about junior and senior having the exact same stance and swing. Always cool to see stuff like that, especially here. You see a lot of those legacy players going for a long time. Same thing actually with the Doss kids. I've got pictures of JR and Andrew on the mound, almost identical forms in certain pictures. So kind of cool to see that, especially when you learn from somebody, you learn a certain way, or when you mimic somebody, kind of go the same way. So always cool to see, but 1 out here. Robbie Bosco, who's been playing left field. They have him as Bobby on the score sheet. So I didn't even realize that was Bosco over there in left. I definitely can't see that far with my wonky eyes. Bosco hits that one right at Eddie. Nice catch there from the tall third baseman. Back to the top. Joe stepping in with 2 outs. Got the high top white Nikes. Hits that one over to first. Burt calls off his pitcher, steps on the bag, and that's out number 3. So a 1, 2, 3 inning there for shooters after March Impact gets 2. They've got a 2-run lead. We head to the bottom of the third. March Impact coming up. So here in the top of the third for March Impact, it's going to be Adrian, then back to the top, Tom Lentine Jr. and Zach Solario. A little conversation there for Jack and Scotty. Adrian hits that one up the middle. Doss with it. Clean throw over. Heard one of the outfielders from Shooters say, way to pick the right side, Jack. That's what they were talking about before the pitch. So the short center fielder guessed correctly. Close play, but a good play back to the top. Tom Lentine Jr. up. And as you can see, hands high, slightly relaxed. We'll pull that down, that graphic down, so we can do some superimposing later. There's a strike. Not so used to seeing batters so far in the batter's box, it feels like, these games. Nice strike there from Scotty. Beautiful pitch to put a little pressure on Tom Lentine Jr. Illegal pitch there. Bit too high. Hammered just between third and short. And there's a one-out single for the March Impact leadoff hitter. So Zach stepping in, 1 on, 1 out. Takes a ball off the plate. Finds the hole up the middle. Both balls going into the same spot. Junior around third. Gets another run on the board for March Impact. So Zach Solario with an RBI double. Great wheels from Tom Lentine Jr. And the lead is extended to 3. So Nick Burt here, 1 out, runner on second now. Just missed. Oscar to think about it. Good bounce back pitch there from Zarnik. Burt hits this one high into center field. Joe under. Throw goes to third. A good throw to third and a strike to third. So 2 outs and Eddie Ramos stepping in. Lucky Sevens looking to cash in here. Connolly just under his hand. Zach around third. The throw goes into second. Another run across here for March Impact. An RBI single there for Eddie. You can hear Junior say, we're not done. Let's go, Scotty. We get a slight break here. Elliott and Jack going to talk to Scotty. Give him a second to regroup. 4-0 ball game. March Impact with the lead over Shooters. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Strike 1 there. Vickers not happy with that one. From Lucky Sevens to Deuces Wild. That one hit into center again. Joe slightly bobbles it. That's going to be enough for Eddie to come around and score. Good hustle from the short center fielder. Vickers with a long RBI single. Joe got to it quickly, but slightly overran it, and that was all Eddie needed to get in and score easy. So 5-0 lead now. Dan Kapla stepping in here with 2 outs. Happy to have you all with us. A beautiful Monday evening here from Forest Park. at the Park District of Forest Park, home of the No Glove Nationals tournament. Boy, what fun it was as Capless hammers that one right at Joe in center field. Gave it a ride, but unfortunately right to the shooter center fielder. So 3 across in that half after 3 innings. Shooters chasing 5 coming right up. So it's going to be Elliot, Keenan, and Pat. Then Jack, Jake, and Scotty if they get to it. So first pitch there, nice strike from Big Dan Capless. Elliott hits that one, just missed the tree, over to our right. Our guy Joey D checking in on Facebook. Glad to have you with us, bud. So Capless set, Elliott set. Inside pitch turns over to short. Vickers with it. Quick throw across. Nice play there from Scott for the out. Took an extra second, but probably had an extra second with Elliott going down the line. So he's going to take a breather over to the right side. A good play from Scott for the first out, and Keenan Connolly stepping in. Illegal pitch there from Capless. Strike there to Keenan. As I mentioned, he had the hoodie on in the last at bat. Letting the guns breathe in this one. Hits that into right. Sliding catch, could not make the catch in right field. Connolly around second into third, the throw into the infield, and that's a 1-out triple there for Keenan Connolly. Looked like that one got overrun by Adrian just a bit too much, tailing back off the bat of Connolly, so he got to the spot, but unfortunately the ball tailing away. Tried to reach back and make the catch, knocked it down, did make contact with it, which probably kept Connolly at third. 1-out runner on third. Pat Martin looking to bring him in and get shooters on the board. Got to start somewhere. Why not here? 2 strikes there from Dan. Martin hits that one up the middle. Just under Eddie's hands for a 1-out RBI single. Shooters on the board, and here's Jack Doss. Little confusion on how many outs we've got. Doss hits that one over to Eddie, throws to second for 1, across the bag to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. So after all the confusion on the outs, it does not matter, as Oscar says as he's walking back. Now there's 3 outs, shooters on the board, still chasing 4. March Impact coming up in the bottom of the 4th. So here for March Impact, Chris Miller, Eddie Santana, and then Tom Lentine Sr. Strike there to Miller. Hits that one into center for a leadoff single. Slightly overrun by Joe. See Paul Rowan over on Facebook, president of the Chicago 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame at Shy16HOF on Facebook. Dean Pritt, I've said it before and I'll say it again, way too many double plays in these games. Everyone checking in over on Facebook after this fly ball. We'll call out a few more. Eddie flies to left. Robbie with a quick throw in for out number one. Pinch hitter here. So senior's going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Ian. Got Ray Zarnick, the man, the myth, the legend here checking in. Let's go Shooters. Bring me a win. Hello, Ray. Says hi to me as well. Of course, as you can see in the bottom right of our screen, our sponsor for all of our Field One broadcasts, Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, River Oaks CDJR.com. You can see right there on the top of Elliot's jersey at the bottom of your screen. See Amelie over on Facebook. Double play, the pitcher's best friend. As a baseball pitcher, a lefty junk baller, I could not agree more. No better feeling than rolling a ground ball when you need it the most. Ian hits that one. Connolly knocks it off with his hand, flips to Doss through his legs. But the runner will be safe at second. Futile gesture, but a good effort there from Connolly. Got a hand on it. So Mitch up right now, first and second. One out. Karen McHugh checking in. Ray is the best of the best. Of course, we saw at the top of the broadcast, Phil McHugh wave his patented weekly wave to the camera. Man of the people. Mitch hammers this one into left. Robbie chasing it back, gets a hand on it, but it's down. Kaplis in to score. Ian around third, in to score. Mitch around third, in to score. Touch 'em all. Mitch, after the blunder on the base paths, comes around and puts up a 3-run home run. So just like that, it goes from 5 to 8. If you listen closely, you could hear Mitch say, "Get off me, ball," as he hugged that one down the line. Good effort from Bosco and left, but shading a little bit off the line. Got a hand on it, but just could not get to it. That ball driven. And then Adrian follows there with a single of his own. So 1 out single there after the 3-run home run. We're back to the top, and here's Tom Lentine Jr. And while we do have him on the broadcast, we want to thank Ray, give him a shout out for all of his support for our broadcast here in our Monday, Wednesday men's major leagues, as well as at the 55th annual No Glove Nationals tournament. As Junior hits that one into right, Martin down to a knee, Adrian into third. The throw goes to Doss at second. It's first and third. Obviously, with us being a park district, we have some resources, but not a ton. So obviously sponsorships help make the world go round, and they were the first ones to jump in the deep end with us, sight unseen. We'll always appreciate that as we continue to grow here at the Park District of Forest Park. So there's a strike to Zach Solario, RBI double in this one, as well as a single. Flips that one down the right field line, just foul. Good idea there. A lot of space. So 1 out, first and third. Big inning brewing for March Impact, a 3-run home run. The big difference, Solario hits that one right at Jerger at second, camped under it, makes the catch. So 2 outs, Nick Burt. You can hear the coach over at third. Just a hit here. Bring the guy in. You got great wheels at first. We saw him go first to home the last time he was on base. Him being Tom Lentine Jr. Scored with ease, too, on a gapper. Burt hits that one high into center. Joe, a step in, a step back. Do-si-do into the catch. So 3 runs across for March Impact, heading to the top of the 5th. Shooters chasing 7. So we are all set to go here. Top of the 5th. It's going to be Jake, Scotty, and Kevin for shooters. A couple big innings for March Impact. Creating some big obstacles here for shooters. Jake McTeague up first. Campbell's pitching a gem on the mound. 2-0 count here. So there's a leadoff walk for Jake. Not what you want if you're Dan. Jake's going to get a runner. Jack for Jake. Scotty Zarnik here stepping in after the leadoff walk. Flips that one to the right side, foul. So ball back in play. Scott says my bad as he was talking to Miller and Oscar. Forest Park Social Club as that one hit into left, right at Zach. Barely had to move for the out. Kevin takes a ball. Hammers that one into center. Junior is going to let it fall. Jack around second into third. So runners on first and third, 1 out. Advantageous situation here for shooters, and Jeremy Jerger stepping in. Jerger made an amazing play in the No Glove Nationals tournament during one of our broadcasts, and I dubbed him Jergatron. There's a strike. Jurger to the right side, down to a knee is Burt, steps on first, Jack in to score. Burt thought about hoofing it home, but wisely held, so ground out there from Jeremy. Bosco stepping in. I'm a big Bob's Burgers fan, so anytime I hear Robbie Bosco, I think of Sergeant Bosco. Sergeant Bosco hits that one over to Vickers, gets rid of it quickly. Safe call at first from Oscar. Looked like a slight bobble from Burt. Good hustle down the line from the Sarge. I was going to say just my luck. Of course, compare him to something I like, and then he grounds out, but good hustle down the line. Slightly low throw from Vickers. I'm guessing Oscar was calling that a trap against the bag before Burt could pick it up, so 6-run ball game here, back to the top. First and third, Joe hits that one into left center. That's going to find some grass. Bosco around second, into third. Joe into second. Stand-up double. Bosco around. That throw just a bit high to Miller. So Kevin and Bosco score. Joe over to third base on the throw. 2 RBIs there, and Shooters get 2 more back. They're chasing 4. So just like that, it went from an 8-1 ball game to an 8-4 ball game. Elliott looking to increase the number in the Shooters tally this half. We've seen some big hits from Pisarcek. Takes a ball inside. Loving the baseball pants. He's got those Flint Tropic stripes down the side. Very similar to our color scheme for the No Glove tournament. Merchandises that one hammered into left center. Tom Lentine Jr. into the gap, slides and makes the catch. Great catch there from Jr., but 3 across for Shooters. They're chasing 4. March Impact coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Real nice catch there from Jr. Had to get there in the first place as that one tailing away, and then slid and secured it. Held onto it for dear life. Peoria Matt calling out the Gary Sheffield wag. One of the more emulated swings, at least in my generation. So 8-4 here in the 5th. Good comeback inning, bounce back inning for Shooters. See if they can hold them defensively. Scotty just misses inside through gritted teeth. That one right at Jurger, makes a nice catch. Thought that one was going to scoot by him, but he kind of olayed that, made the catch. Hit hard, but hit right at him. Scott Vickers stepping in, 1 out. There's a strike. So Scott to Scott. High fly ball to left. Bosco over straddles the line just off screen, makes the catch. So 2 outs, and here's the pitcher, Kaplis. Like I said, a big moment here for Shooters defensively. If they can hold them after the 3-run inning, they cut that lead in half. Interesting spin on that pitch. Good strike there. Saw Scott go high, then low. Really changed the eye level. Some real good discussion with that in our tourney games between myself and Donnie. Check those out in the archives. That one hammered back. Joe chasing it, backpedaling over the head, tumbles back, but holds on to it. Nice catch there from the Shooters center fielder. Da-da-da, da-da-da. So Shooters chasing 4 coming up after a nice catch from Joe in center field. Ball got absolutely hammered. He was chasing it back, full sprint, a couple twists and turns, made it interesting. That's 2 balls off the bat of Dan Kaplis that he absolutely crushed, but Joe was in the right place and the right time. So Keenan Connolly, Pat Martin, and Jack Doss here, top of the 6 for Shooters. Couple more opportunities to answer. Connolly takes a ball. We've got Jake on Facebook. Let's go Shooters. A 3-run inning, the last inning. Up to bat, looking to do much of the same here. Top of the 6th, running out of opportunities, but making some noise at the right time. A clutch 1-2-3 inning the last half to get them to this point. Just missed there from Kaplis. Big smile on his face still. Still in the driver's seat. Of course, speaking of driver's seat, thank you to our sponsor, Napleton's River Oaks, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, RiverOaksCDJR.com. Picture of a lot of cars with driver's seats over on that website, so check it out. Thank you to them for their support. There's a leadoff walk from Keenan Connolly. Won't have to walk if you buy a car from Napleton's. There we go, 2 for 2. So Pat Martin stepping in. Hits this one high into center, not pleased with himself. Throws the bat into the fence. Junior under to make the catch. You could hear as the hands started to get engaged, the no-no words from the mouth of Martin. Not too pleased with that swing. So runner on first, Jack Doss at the plate with 1 out. Hits this one into left center. Zach chasing it into the gap, makes the catch. Great range again here in the outfield from the March Impact left fielder and center fielder, Solario and Lentine Jr. Michelle commenting on Facebook, confirming JD's comment earlier. Junior and senior have the same swing, same setup. Michelle would know as she also shares the last name with them. Thank you for the confirmation. Definitely going to do a cut of them next to each other, side by side. As Jake hits that one up the middle, Eddie fires to first. So a quiet inning there for Shooters, still chasing 4 after March Impact goes down 1-2-3. March Impact coming up, looking to extend the lead in the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Chris Miller, Eddie Santana, and then Tom Lentine Sr., we think. He was pinch hit for last time. March Impact looking for a little insurance. For Shooters, it's going to be 7, 8, 9 after this inning. So bottom of the order for March Impact. Would like to put a little extra pressure on here. Elliott making sure Scott knows where to be after the pitch. Big hole. Middle right for us, about 1 o'clock. Of Of course, in the digital clock world, I'm not sure how much that helps, but 3-1 count here from Scotty to Miller. Oscar calls for the courtesy before the pitch lands. A leadoff walk there for Chris Miller. Eddie Santana stepping in. And much like Amelie said earlier, shooters will be looking for the pitcher's best friend. So it'll be 7 for 23. Eddie hits this one high into the outfield. Joe chasing it over, makes the catch down to a knee. That one dangerous, but a nice catch there. Connolly also tried to get to it, but a little bit out of his range. So Joe had to take the extra couple steps. Good job communicating out there, as that type of play always has the potential to be dangerous. So fly out to center for out number 1. So we will get a pinch hitter for senior once again. Ian hits this one over to Connolly, throws to Jack for 1, over to first. It's close, but McTeague can't catch it, so they get the lead runner for number 2. Mitch, who hit a 3-run home run in the 4th after getting thrown out on the base paths during a rally. So quite the way to answer. Looking to help extend the lead here. Scotty with the pump and the pitch. Mitch takes a ball. Hits this one high into right. Martin took a couple big steps in, froze, steps back, makes the catch. So nothing across for March Impact here to the top of the 7th. Shooters coming up. So top of the 7th. March Impact set, ready to go. They've got the 4-run lead. Having a little fun here between the March Impact manager and Oscar. So it's going to be Scotty Zarnick, Kevin, and Jeremy. Just a bit deep there from Kaplis to Zarnick. 4-run ball game. Plenty attainable here. Top of the 7th. You can hear Miller after 2 quick balls. Just says go right after him. Still have a nice little cushion. Just missed. Wanted that one. Flips that one off the plate for the 4-pitch walk. So good start for shooters. You know, that'll make a few of our Facebook fans happy. Proper shout out from Peoria Matt. Absolutely a great defensive battle in both of these games tonight. That one hammered into right center. It'll skip past, do a good sliding play there from Adrian to knock it down. Scotty around third. He's going to score. And a nice RBI double there from Kevin makes this one just a little bit closer. So 3-run ball game here. Jurgatron steps in. Runner on second. Shooters chasing 3. Huge double from Kevin. Jurger flips that one to the left side. Just foul. When I say a couple inches, that was a couple inches. Good thought there from Jeremy. He was about a fun-sized Twix away from an RBI single. That one over to the right side, right at the second baseman. Nice catch there from Mitch. So 1 out, Robbie Bosco. Ooh, I like that. Amelie on Facebook saying Oscar's dressed in a color similar to the Shooters uniforms. Where do his interests lie? Scandalous. Always a fan of a little added drama. As if we needed some extra drama here. 3-run ball game, runner in scoring position. 1 out after Robbie Bosco. It's the top of the Shooters order. So there's a walk to Bosco. Good at bat there. And not what you want if you're Dan Caplis and this March Impact team. Runners on first and second, only 1 out. And the leadoff hitter, Joe, who had a 2 RBI double in the 5th, here stepping, getting ready to step in. But we're going to get a timeout to the mound. Tom Lentine Sr. and Eddie talking to Caplis. Didn't say much. Senior said something. Caplis smiled, nodded his head. Senior gave him a little tap on the arm. Probably just saying, let's go, man. 1 out, still a lead. Even a big swing from Joe here. You've got a 1-run lead. So the pressure's still on them as he hits that one down the right side. Adrian slides. Can't make the catch. That one squirts away. The throw goes into second. Right at Vickers past second base. So base is loaded now. Good effort from Adrian in right field. Peoria Matt says Bosco's bat was not coming off the shoulder for that at bat. Like the smile on his face as he got it. So not the guy you want up right here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Elliot Pisarcik. Strike there. Hits that one right to the second baseman. So 2 line drives right at Mitch. And Keenan Connolly, the last hope here for Shooters. 5-8 March Impact with the lead. Top of the 7th, bases loaded, 2 outs. Connolly takes a strike. Big space down that right field line. Takes a ball inside, 1-1. Kevin on third, Robbie on second, Joe on first. Connolly turns on that one. That's going to bring in 2. Joe around into third. We've got ourselves a 1-run ball game. So a 2 RBI single. 7-8 ball game. March Impact still with a 1-run lead. The Shooters cleanup hitter, Pat Martin, steps in. First and third, just needs a little poke to tie this one up. Shooters have been chasing the entire game. What a time to turn it on these last 2 innings. Paul Rowan says, interesting. Peoria Matt says, great game. Things are getting bonkers. My heart's pounding. Our pets' heads are falling off. That's a strike. Kind of caught Martin off guard a little bit. Saw a quick glance over to Oscar. Illegal pitch there. Martin hammers it towards Adrian, chasing it back, makes the catch for out number 3. So shooters threatened. Shooters gave it a ride there at the end. But the March Impact right fielder, who just got positioned a couple steps over in the right place for that laser off the bat of Pat Martin. And March Impact victorious 8-7 in what turned out to be a fantastic ball game between these two squads. So that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. As I mentioned, this is the B division for our men's major league playoffs. The A division will take place on Wednesdays. So we'll have 2 games on Wednesday, 6:45 and 8 p.m. throughout the playoffs over through August. Every Monday and Wednesday, we'll have games for you, 6:45 and 8 p.m. And then when the finals happen, whenever those games are, we'll be doing them live. So that will do it for tonight. We'll be back here live on the air from the Park District of Forest Park Wednesday evening, just a little bit before 6:45 for our A division of our men's major league playoffs. So thank you for joining us here from Field 1 O'Connor Field. I'm Adam Cumby. Have yourself a great night.